Hello followers and welcome back to MrMFretwell Plays Minecraft, and in today's episode we're going to be doing lots of little fixes and tweaks to my little cave base here. But before we get into that, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what I've done off camera, because since the last episode, the 25th episode special, I've done quite a bit. As you can see here, we are in a new area. This is the branch mine. And this is going to be an ongoing off-camera project. Just whenever I have a spare 5 minutes, I'll come do some mining, so that we can get a bit more in terms of our resources, because we're using them as quick as we're getting them right now. This is stuff I looted from a dungeon, and here's everything that I looted out of here in relation to ores, metals and stuff. We have basically 9 stacks of redstone, 24 more diamonds, a stack of lapis, and I think I took some of that upstairs, 4 gold, 26 iron, 45 coal, but I brought a ton of coal back up to the furnace room, 10 obsidian, and these are just some basic tools and bits and pieces that I also have. I have some pumpkins ready for what we're going to be doing today as well. Here is the cobble, and here is the gravel and dirt, and I haven't been doing this for very long. I maybe have done an hour of mining or so, and I managed to get 24 diamonds. I was using fortune pickaxes on those diamonds, on the redstone, and on the lapis. So I'm going to take these things back upstairs, and the obsidian as well. Well, I guess we could take the redstone at the same time, why not? And if you wonder where this is, basically if you head out here, and you come up this stairwell here, you end up at the bottom of the ravine, and our base is up there. So it's not too far away, and I am mining at level Y11 and downwards. I'm going to go down to the bedrock layers, and mainly I'm looking for diamonds, but I'm also looking for iron, gold obviously, lapis is nice, and a ton of redstone obviously. And if you remember where we left at the end of last episode, I had a coal problem. I was worrying that I was going to be running low on coal, because I think I had 1 stack left or something like that. Well, problem's no more. I did a ton of mining with this fortune pickaxe, and I got a ton of coal, and that wasn't even in the branch mine. That was just the caves and stuff that I never took the coal out of. So I got a ton of coal, which is really great, really handy to have a lot of coal around. Let's put our redstone away. I put the gold away. We're going to need the obsidian. Let's put the diamonds away. We've got over a stack of diamonds now. I have various different strange items on me as well. Ton of lapis, which is really nice. Not many emeralds, and in here is quartz and glowstone. I'm going to be wanting the glowstone, and I'm also going to be wanting some a zombie. I also want some redstone. Man, these guys, they just don't leave you alone. I don't know where they're coming from. I will have to find that and turn them off. So, as well as that, I'm going to need some cobblestone, which I can grab from a chest over there, because it's about time that we finished up this furnace room. It's been missing lamps for so many episodes now. I think it's about time that we actually got that done. So, how many lamps do we need? We've got 3 furnaces, 6. We've got 9. We need 9 lamps, and also then we need 6 to go in the floor. So that will give us in total, what, 15? I think that's what it is. Let me see here. We want to try and get, well, that's 16, so we're on course there. I also am going to need some lamps later as well for the zombie grinder. So this is the first thing that we're going to fix up. I have a list of things that I want to do today in terms of finishing things off, and then if we have a bit of time after we've done all that stuff, we will work on the storage room. If not, we'll just do that next time. So, cobble, yes, that's what I was looking for, and I need cobble to make levers. Right, that's levers. And I'm also going to take this wood with me, and the zombie flesh when I head over to the grinder. I don't think I'm going to need anything else from over here right now. So, the first thing is to add lamps to the furnace room. We're then going to head over to the zombie grinder, and I'm going to show you what I made over there, and some changes that I did. But first, let's get this area tackled. At long last. This is way overdue. I wanted to hold off though, as you know, on going to the Nether, because I wanted to make it quite special, make it a 25th episode type scenario. So I'm really glad that that's kind of come and gone now, and we can actually get on with this. It was fun while it lasted, but now I just need to make these improvements because they're driving me crazy. This half-finished furnace room. Oh no. I'm going to have to go down there. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to, because now I have to do that, and then that. And then put that back. And now we can do that. So we can get these torches off the floor. All these strange things. Now, monsters won't spawn on stairs, so we have no worry of that. They will spawn there, though. That could be a problem. What light level is that? 7, yeah, they will spawn there. We'll have to look at that in due course. But aside from that, I think everywhere else is pretty well okay. Now we just need to deal with these. That furnace is extended. I don't think this one is, though. Is it? Yeah, that's extended. Extended. This one is the one that's retracted. I knew that there was one that was retracted. And the only way I'm going to be able to deal with this now is to take these things out. And we're just going to have to deal with this one specifically. There we are. Although that's going to leave myself in a little bit of a mess, isn't it? Because, oh no, I want them extended, don't I, when I put the clay back. So yeah, there we are. Now let's get the iron bars back, and let's get our lamps in like so. And we may add note blocks later. It's not a priority right now, because I don't really listen to note blocks a whole lot. But there we go. Looking much better. I could put iron bars in that gap. That's what it's missing. And then monsters won't spawn in that area. So, do I even have any iron bars? I don't think I do. So let's make some. Let's see. We need 6 iron for that, I believe. That's the thing I'm really lacking on, is iron. Plus I keep making anvils and stuff. So we're going to run out of that fairly fast. Take you out of here. And all we've got left now is this particular area right here, which, I don't know, what do I want to put there? Stained clay or the bricks? I guess it should be stained clay, because it's the stained clay that side. And I have some of that upstairs, so why don't we grab some of that stuff that's upstairs, and then we'll be able to finish that off. Then I'm going to head over, as I say, to the zombie grinder. So I have clay right here, I believe. Yeah, black stained clay. Going to be brilliant to have a finally complete furnace room. Been well overdue. Now then, here we go. We want that right there. Now, this is going to interfere with the piston, isn't it? Because I could put that one there, but that's going to retract the piston. So what we want to do is we want to do that so that it's like that, and then I'm going to want my iron bars to put in the edge, and there we go, completely finished. Ah, looks so much better, doesn't it? Finally, it's actually complete, and although we still need to put the item frame there, which we can come back and do in a little while. So now, I guess, let's head over to the zombie grinder, because I want to make a few changes over there as well. And for that stuff in particular, I'm going to need some stone bricks for that, and I guess I should bring the books with me. Anything else? I don't think so. I'm going to leave these over here because these are needed here instead, so we can put those back away. And I do want the glowstone. Alrighty, so to the zombie grinder. Right over here, not far away at all. Let's head inside. As you can see here, I've made a few little improvements since we were last here. That's been changed. I managed to fix that up. That's my flesh chest. This is my gear chest, and I did a diamond sword, fair blade, sharpness 3, knockback 2, looting 2. Great all-round sword, very versatile, not really great in any specific one area, but it does have looting on it, and it doesn't have fire aspect, so it should be quite good for hunting the Enderman. And I have tip-top shooter, power 4, punch 2, infinity 1, nice bow. We will be equipping that, I believe, shortly. So we want to put the books, I guess, up here maybe. So yeah, I wanted to replace this area, well, as much as I can anyway, with lamps as well. And I was thinking about maybe putting them in the floor, but the problem with that is, oh good, it's filling up nicely in there, I'll be able to actually get a level 30 enchant. The problem I have with that is there's going to be like a little dip in the floor, which is going to be quite inconvenient. So I'm thinking of just doing them in the ceiling. If I do that though, I could either make them lowered and make them stick out, or I could just put them directly in the ceiling. But I don't know what light level that's actually going to emit. So this is where things can kind of become a problem. I'm just going to turn that off. So at least we could try it, I guess. And we can see if it works or if it doesn't work. Because it matters more than anything in the zombie grinder, because there's a zombie spawner right at the other side of that wall. Now if I take these torches down, this is going to give me a good idea as to what light level this is at, 13. So it doesn't matter what it is on the stairs, they're never going to spawn on that. So I think we should be okay with putting lamps in the ceiling, which is great news because that's what I wanted to do. And I did not bring any redstone with me, did I? Nope. So I'm going to need some redstone. We'll go back and fetch that. Let me show you this. This is my enchanting table down here. This was the one that we set up a few episodes back. It's exactly the same one. I just moved it down here because it was more convenient to have it down here next to the zombie grinder, because I have been going AFK a little while and actually just doing those enchants. I've just been, whenever I'm going AFK, hopping on this world, and it's just been convenient to get a nice level 30 enchant. And I have to say, it's been paying off, because look at the enchants I got up there. So really nice to get some good gear going. I'm just going to kind of finish this area off because it's just a bit messy with all the cobble and stuff here. So it makes more sense to have it stone bricked like the rest of it. There we go. So being as we're kind of done at the zombie grinder, I will come back and add those lamps now I know that it works off camera at some point. Just whenever I next happen to come here and I have some redstone on me, I'll be able to do that. Now I can just put the remaining stone bricks in here. There is a bookshelf missing there, which I will probably add later. In fact, I could probably do that now because I have enough wood and books on me to actually recreate that. And we do want the enchanter right in the middle. And right here I do want to make stone bricks as well, so that we don't actually see any of this unfortunate cobblestone. Now, did I do the ceiling? No, I did not. I almost forgot about that. We do want to do the ceiling just as much as we want to do everything else, just to give it this professional look. And also, I can actually access this without coming down here, so that's why I designed it this way, so that I can just walk over and it's not really in the way. It's kind of in the floor and it's out the way, so I don't have to try and maneuver my way around that. And also because the room is not that big at all, really. Oh, darn it. I have to... How do I even do that? Well, I guess I just have to do this, don't I? And do that, and then that. And we have a couple over here, which just need filling out. And I think that is everything. So we can just, once again, drop the enchanter down. And I'm just going to have to kind of climb my way out. There we are. I'm going to use a block that I don't really care about, that dirt block. And I'm going to need another block, aren't I, to get out? Well, we can just use some cobble for that. And I'm going to break the cobble, and break the dirt. And I'm going to put the stone brick block back, and the slab back. So here we go. Those will despawn in time. Enchanter is now finished. We have these zombies in here. I'm going to burn those up, so that we can do a level 30 enchant. What do I really want to do? Kind of have a bow and a sword. I don't have much iron on me. Nothing in here, really. I was thinking of doing an axe, but I don't have any diamonds on me. I could do an iron pick, but I kind of think now I want to start enchanting diamond gear. Well, I didn't waste that much XP, it only just got me to level 30, so it's not the end of the world. But I will dig out something to enchant. I could do another pickaxe and try and go for fortune. That might be something to go for, because the iron pickaxes don't last all that long. So that's probably what we should go for. But now we've done with that, I do want to do the jukebox, which is going to require diamonds anyway. So let's get ourselves a diamond going, and I'm going to need some nether quartz for this project and some redstone, and I think we want some more lamps again, and I'm going to need redstone for that, which I've already got. So for that I'm going to need 2 lamps. So let's put 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and we want that. I'm just going to stack those up. I'm going to need a comparator, and oh gosh, what's this crafting recipe? Well, let's make the jukebox first, shall we? Let's do that. Here we are, jukebox, and we want this, and I'm also going to need a chest as well, so let's put you back. I believe you need 3 redstone torches for this guy, this, and this, surrounded by that, and oh, I need smooth stone, don't I? Eek. Do I have any? I have some over there in that chest. I know that I have some in there. And we're going to build a jukebox setup right here. That's going to be something that I've wanted to do for a while. We're going to make it a lighted up jukebox. And where's my smooth stone? There it is. I knew I had some. There's a crafting table right here, isn't there? So we can just get my smooth stone, my 3 redstone torches, and this. Is that not it? Oh no, it's nether quartz, isn't it? Let's pop the nether quartz in the middle. There we go, redstone comparator. And let's just do the jukebox. I'm thinking of putting it maybe right here. I do want to have the jukebox itself is going to go right there. That means the comparator is going to go behind it. Oh, what's back here? I don't think there's really anything back there of value, so to speak. So the jukebox is going to go right there. The 2 lamps that we've got are going to go right here. And this is very, very simple. Or do I want them to be kind of inset? I kind of like the inset look, I think. And it's not going to be smooth stone here, it's going to be stone bricks. I guess what we could do is we could open this up a little bit, because I do want to put a chest down to store my records in anyway, so we will probably take advantage of that and make it inset. Shift click, and we'll shift click this side. Oh, I don't even need to. And obviously the lights will come on when there's a record playing. That's the idea behind this particular design. Obviously there is going to be chests there, so why don't we get those down right now. We are going to need just 2 single chests, so 16 wood will cover me on that one. You see why I built the tree farm now? I'm just blitzing through this stuff. You need wood for everything. Well, not quite everything, but you get the idea. So, chest. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that working. We could even put a 3rd lamp up, but for right now that's going to be fine. So we know our comparator's right here, and it's going to output a signal depending on which record is playing. Now I do want a repeater, and I do not have one of those. So let's actually get a repeater going, and I'm going to need 2 redstone torches for that. Got some spare wood here which we can just quickly use up. And I know the crafting recipe for that. That's that and that. With that. And then a piece of redstone in the middle. So let's grab you. And let's put you here. There we are. And now all we're going to do is we're going to create basically like a little feedback loop. Let's just get this out of the way. Put you here. So I have to try and squeeze round. Get my redstone going, and it's going to do that, and it's going to do the same on the other side. Very, very simple stuff in here, not complex at all. There we are. That's the whole idea set up, and we can just fill that in. Now I'm going to have to get out of here again. I think you combine a jukebox with a pick, and you do actually get it back. Yes, you do. So we can put you right there, and then we just need our stone bricks to go in the middle. And I'm going to need a record. I've got some upstairs, so we can actually use that to test it. And all of this facade here is going to actually become a stone brick sort of thing like I've got going on over here. Ooh, you scared me, zombie, with your slime ball. Who knows how long he's been around, because he was holding the slime ball. These zombies, man, they give you the scares. I'd rather it be a zombie than a creeper any day of the week, because man, that would be horrible. Put that away. I have a chest just for records and saddles. We've got that many of them now. I only really need those two. I just need cat and 13, so we'll just take the 2. Oops. Just gonna take a sip of water. There we go. Refresh the old voice there. And let's get to it. That doesn't look too bad. Kind of fills out that wall a little bit more, doesn't it? There was not really much there before. So we can get the 2 music discs in here. There we are. Can't really hear that. It's a quiet song, that one. Where did it go? Right there. I don't want it back in there. I want to try, what's that, cat? There we are. We haven't got my favourite one though yet. My favourite one, as many of you will probably know by now, is in fact actually Wait. It's the new one that was added in 1.4.3. Love that record. That will be my favourite. So I want to get this finished up as much as I can. So aside from this that we're going to work on today, I want to work on that corridor and expanding that out to the zombie grinder, and that's quite boring, so I'll probably do that off camera. It's just going to be me widening a pathway. Not really that interesting to do, but it's another fix that I've got. I've got a little sticky note of all the different fixes on my little computer. If you have Windows 7, you'll know what I'm talking about. And this is going to extend off over here. So there's that. I want to do the pumpkin pistons again. I hear another guy. Where's he chilling at? Is he up there? Is that where they're coming from, up there? I really don't know anymore. I need to get rid of that old portal still. I need to do a stairwell. I want to work on the tree farm a bit more. I want to add some bushes in here to make it a bit more nice. I want to make some item frames. Get those up. Why don't we do that? Let's work on the central cave for a little while. And that's what I'm calling that, the central cave. So, is my leather up here? It is. It's right there. I want to make a few of these item frames and get these up and around if I can. So that's going to give me 40 sticks, and that gives me 5 of those things. Fair enough. I think that should be enough. Let's get these item frames going. I keep calling them picture frames, and I know that that's probably annoying someone out there somewhere. So we're going to have something here which we're going to work on very soon. I know what's going to go there. We already know what's here. Do I have a sapling lying around by any chance? I do. There we are. Tree farm. We have the... That's already done over there. That one is done. I know what's going to be down this path here. I know what's going to be right here. So we can get one up there, one up here, and I'm just kind of putting these around where they're going to be, and I could eventually add more to the different labels in case we have more than one thing down each corridor. Like for example, the animal farms are all going to be grouped together, so we'll do that one sort of collectively. I'm thinking I just need to put an item frame there for some reason, just to kind of balance up the looks, but I don't really know on that one. There's still a couple more of these things that we've got to do, so why don't we grab a few more, and I'm out of wood. I'm going to put these various different junky items away, and let's get some more wood going. I'm just going to need 16, I think. See why I built this tree farm, and it's fully grown now as well, so we can actually use that to our advantage. So let me make a bunch more. I'm going to need more sticks than that, surely. Let's make a stack of sticks. Let's do that. 48 and 12. My math doesn't add up. Need 64. How many does that give me? 8. That'll do the job, surely. 8 more of these things right here. Let's put you up there. What else have we got? We've got... Those are all done. There's one over here still to do. We're going to put one there for the fun of it. Put you here. And one thing I really want to do now we've got a couple of these things left is I want to put some clocks and stuff up around because I never know what time it is. I have to go up and check. And I'm thinking a good place to do that would be right here.